Imagine a cosmic drama so ridiculous that the creator of everything somehow can't control his own creation. Wait, what if I told you the entire concept of Satan is nothing more than a human-invented plot hole? The greatest story never told is how we've been sold a narrative that makes absolutely no sense. Think about it. An all-powerful, all-knowing God who somehow can't eliminate a single rebellious angel? This isn't a battle of good versus evil. This is a bad screenplay written by confused humans trying to make sense of the universe. Let me break down why the entire Satan mythology is more full of holes than a block of Swiss cheese. In the beginning, there was supposedly this perfect being, omnipotent, omniscient, the ultimate power in the universe. But here's the kicker. This same all-powerful God apparently created an opponent who could challenge him. That's like a world champion boxer creating his own worst enemy and then struggling to defeat him. Let's dive deep into the most absurd plot twist in human history. The narrative goes something like this. There's this angel named Lucifer, beautiful, proud, ambitious, and for some reason this angel decides to rebel against the very being who created him. But wait. If God knows everything, past, present, and future, how could this rebellion be a surprise? Wouldn't an all-knowing deity have anticipated this rebellion before it even happened? It's like watching a movie where the protagonist claims to be all-powerful, but somehow can't prevent the antagonist from causing trouble. Think about the logic. An infinite, perfect being creates an imperfect being, and then gets surprised when that being acts imperfectly. That's not a battle between good and evil. That's just bad storytelling. Every major religion has some version of this mythology: Christianity, Islam, various interpretations of ancient texts. But when you strip away the dramatic language and mystical imagery, what are we really left with? It's less sense than a toddler's explanation of quantum physics. Let's break down the fundamental contradictions in this cosmic narrative. First, let's talk about the origins of this mythological construct. In ancient civilizations, humans have always struggled to explain the complexity of existence. Why do bad things happen? How do we understand the darkness within ourselves? The concept of Satan emerged as a convenient explanation for human suffering, a scapegoat, an external force responsible for our internal struggles. But here's the brutal truth. It's a psychological cop-out, a way to avoid taking responsibility for our own actions. Think about every major religious text. The story is remarkably similar: an perfect celestial being, a rebellious angel, a cosmic conflict. But let's get real. What does this narrative actually tell us? It suggests that even in the realm of the divine, there's dysfunction, conflict, ego, power struggles. Sounds suspiciously like human behavior, doesn't it? This is no accident. These mythologies are mirror reflections of our own psychological landscapes. Let's dig deeper into the psychological implications of this myth. Why do humans create these narratives of external evil? Simple. It's easier to blame an external force than to confront our own complexities. Struggling with addiction, blame the devil. Made a terrible decision? The devil made you do it. But here's the hard truth. No mythological figure is making your choices. You are. Every single moment. Every single decision. The Satan myth is the ultimate escape route from personal accountability. It's a get-out-of-jail-free card for human behavior. But real growth, real spiritual development, that comes from taking full responsibility. Let's examine the logical fallacies of this narrative. An all-knowing God creates a being he knows will rebel, then gets angry when that being rebels, then punishes that being for doing exactly what was predetermined. Does this make sense to anyone? It's like a parent setting up a child to fail and then punishing them for failing. Absurd, illogical, completely nonsensical. But humans love complexity. We love drama. We love conflict. The idea of a cosmic battle between good and evil is far more exciting than the boring truth. And what is that truth? We are the authors of our own moral stories. There's no external force pushing us towards darkness or light, just our choices, our decisions, our willingness to grow. Every major philosophical and psychological tradition understands this. Buddhism speaks of internal suffering. Stoicism talks about personal responsibility. Existentialism emphasizes individual choice. They all arrive at the same conclusion. External mythologies are distractions. The real work happens inside ourselves. But why do these myths persist? Because they serve a fundamental human need to make sense of chaos. Life is complicated, messy, often seemingly random. The Satan myth provides a narrative structure: good versus evil, light versus darkness, a simple binary that helps us categorize our experiences. But life isn't binary, it's a spectrum, a complex, nuanced landscape of choices. Think about your own experiences. Have you ever done something you're not proud of? Did a literal devil force you? Or was it a combination of circumstances, emotions, and choices? The Satan myth infantilizes human experience. It reduces our complex psychological landscape to a cartoon battle. Good guys, bad guys. No room for nuance. But nuance is where real understanding lies. Real spiritual growth happens in the gray areas, in the moments of complexity, where we choose compassion over judgment, understanding over condemnation. This doesn't mean ignoring harmful actions. It means understanding the root causes, recognizing that every human is capable of both incredible good and terrible harm. The Satan myth prevents this deeper understanding. It creates separation, us versus them. But the most profound spiritual traditions teach unity, connection, shared humanity. So the next time someone tries to explain away human behavior with mythological explanations, ask them to look deeper. Ask them to embrace the complexity of human experience. Ask them to take responsibility for their own journey, because that's where true power lives, not in mythological battles, but in our daily choices, our commitment to growth, our willingness to understand. Are you ready to challenge everything you've been told? If this video resonates with you, subscribe, like, share this video to your loved ones. Do it now, before it's too late.